Hello and welcome to another episode of Going Topicless, the podcast that secretly tries to steal your data off your clipboard on your phone. Joining me, as
What?
always, is my wonderful co host Cameron, and I am your host, Devin. It has been a while, my friend.
Yeah. What kind of whiskey do I want?
jumping straight into the whiskey.
Yeah, no, it has been a long time. Um, for some reason, the government told both of us that they weren't going to pay us anymore, and we had to go back to work. So,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. The last few weeks has been splendid, absolutely splendid. Um, I got a new job.
Exciting.
Been awesome. I in a nutshell, I'm selling beer. So it
You've come
it's
full
a
circle.
job for me, man. Yep. Job for me. Um so yeah, no, it's been really good though. I've been learning the ropes. Trying not to fuck up as much and fucking, like paying taxes and shit. So it's been good. It's been really fucking wonderful.
Right on. I
But due
sense
to
a
that
touch of
and due
sarcasm.
to no, well, a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. I knew I had to go back eventually. I
Yeah.
can't live off these minimal checks, but it's all good, man. And then you fucking had to go drive a train again or some shit.
Something like that, yeah.
So,
So
fucking
that's made scheduling podcasts a little bit difficult.
oh, it's been nightmarish. Is that a word? I think it's a word.
Pretty sure it is. Sounds like a word.
Nightmarish sounds like a word. Sounds like one of those SAT words. Do you have the SAT in Canada? Is that a thing?
I brought maybe. I don't know. I'm not smart enough for SATs.
I guess you didn't like go to like a college. You wouldn't have had to take a SAT, I guess.
I went to an Institute of Technology.
Yeah, you should be institutionalized. Speaking of, what the fuck were you raving on about on Twitter a couple nights ago? Something about
I
fucking, I think like about
feel like I
cats or
mentioned
something?
cat girls at some point.
Yeah. What the fuck is a cat girl? Is that like a girl that owns a cat or like a girl that owns a tail?
It's I think it's part of the furry culture.
Oh, so
Cat
that's what you're into.
girls.
Okay.
I'm not. No. Okay. Listen. I was bored and making jokes on the internet, which is what I do for a living, or I try to. I only have 2 viewers a month. And then the comments under the cat girl related tweet was just it.
I decided not to chime in.
it
I
was
figured
it
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 wasn't
was for the
my.
best.
I
Trust
figured it
me.
was not for my. It was not my jurisdiction to try and then you start sending out links and I'm clicking on random stuff. The wife sees it. It's a whole fucking mess, dude. So I don't know. I'll do a
Next
little
thing you know, you've
incognito
got a
mode.
tainted browser history, and the FBI is knocking on your door. No, just me. All right. Uh, oh, he might be gone. Hello? He said that he fixed his internet and that this sort of cutting out thing wouldn't happen, but it's still happening. So, fucking, I don't know what the dealio is, but
Hello?
hello?
Oh my god. What the hell happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I
This
can
is
now.
grade A content. Grade A content. Can you explain to me what a furry is?
Oh God, I don't feel
Oh no, you have to explain it.
qualified in
You
this.
have to explain it. You are more qualified than me. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I need, there's a,
I've heard the term before several times. I don't know what the fuck that means.
it appears to be popping off in the internet culture. From what I understand, okay, I'll preface this by saying I'm not a furry myself, so I'm vastly unqualified for this. But from what I understand, it's just people who like to dress up in fursuits and, you know, be furries, I guess. Sometimes
Fursuits.
fantastical creatures, other times normal things like cats or dogs.
I mean, I've seen the videos where like the chick's got like a butt plug of a tail up her ass, but is that not the same thing? No?
Um, Maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
there's. I honestly prefer not to get involved in these sort of things.
Hey, I don't know. Sometimes you
But
gotta
I guess
spice it up.
whatever people are into.
Hey, I don't kink shame.
Yeah, true,
People
true.
are into what they're into, man. It's 2020. You can be into a lot of shit. I
Yeah,
was, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where I was about to go with that. But
absolutely no
I
clue.
would like to preface this entire session with A, anyone listening, thanks, I guess. I don't know why you listen to us two idiots fucking babble for any amount of time, but I want you to be aware that the entire recording that we are currently doing was created and resolved in about a 3 minute span.
It's got to be a record for us.
It was. I saw a message that had occurred fucking 10 hours earlier in the day, but I
Was
saw
it
it
that long
10
ago?
hours later. My timestamp says 11 a.m.
Jesus. I did.
So,
I worked overnight and then I got home. I was like, "Do you want to do a
right.
podcast?" And then fell asleep.
Oh, well, I was working while you originally messaged me because, it's the middle of the fucking day when you messaged me for me. So, well, yeah, and then that's why when I read your message, because you were like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a cat nap," I was like, "Oh, did he just message me?" And I saw the timestamp, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, this is from fucking lunchtime." So I messaged back, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down. I got like 45 minutes. We'll probably end up going longer than that, but it all transpired in about 3 minutes, and here we are.
Yeah.
And it's been like a month since our last episode. We,
I don't even know when the last one went up. I know it was. I'm
I mean,
pretty
it's
sure
at
it
least been
was
three
this month. It was
weeks.
like first week of this month.
Yeah, I mean, it's at least been 3 weeks.
At least 3 weeks, yeah.
So we have zero talking points. I hope you came prepared because I fucking got nothing.
I'm not
Um,
prepared at all. We planned and executed this in 3 minutes.
that's that's your title right there, man. 3 minutes.
Yep.
It's so ominous. And basically, we just have no topics. Like normal, it's the fucking title. We never have topics,
Yeah, that's the whole shtick of the podcast.
which is why we're going to talk about furries for 10 minutes. And Devin, I would really like some links to some furry content. So, okay, no, but for real, where did the so, run it back a little bit. Where did the furry tweets aspire from?
So I'm looking through my Twitter right now. Okay, so I think I was having one of those I think
Intimate
some people
sessions.
call them existential crises.
Okay,
Uh
but like with KY.
yeah, probably. I don't know. So yeah, I
Yeah.
was tweeting random shit, and then came to the conclusion that maybe I'm just going insane because I don't have a girlfriend. And then I was like, maybe what I need is a cat, or maybe I need a girlfriend, or maybe a cat girlfriend. And then the
Cat girlfriend would be cool. It's like a 2 for 1.
comments below that tweet were just, they were, I don't know. I
I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, if you want a girlfriend, fucking, I don't advise it. They're expensive. They make you do shit. They're never satisfied with anything. I really hope my wife doesn't listen to this. Um,
Still
but
think we should have her on
more
as a guest
importantly,
someday, but that's me.
if if she no, that's cool. She's fucking boring anyways. Um, the the problem, or I guess the point where when you add the furry into the mix, I mean, that to me, I think the problem is that seems like borderline bestiality.
Is it? I mean, it's like people whatever kinky shit they're into probably dress up as maids or police and handcuff
Yeah,
themselves
those
in
are still
beds.
people. Those are people.
But like, what's the difference between that and just dressing up as a fucking
Because
dog?
you're like fantasizing fucking a dog. Even though it's not a dog. I understand it's not a dog. But the thought is still, there's still a tail. Humans don't have tails. Humans don't have fucking furry ears. No, I don't. It's not. No. That. You need to find yourself a respectable woman who pays taxes, who prefers leather over fur.
Leather hurts
You need
though.
to
Fur is soft and cuddly.
I'm not into leather, so I don't want to put any wild thoughts out there on the internet. I don't like being beaten
It's gonna
while trying to achieve
we're gonna
orgasm.
become famous and someone's gonna find this episode and clip that out of context and you're gonna be fucked.
Just I'm just fucking so into BDSM. It's insane. Jesus fuck. The it's like what was that fucking hella popular series years ago? The fucking Gray,
Fifty
the
Shades of
50
Grey?
Shades of Grey. Yes,
Yeah.
50 Shades. That shit. I remember I watched that I watched the first one with the missus at the time. So like fucking 6 years ago, I think. Or I don't know, probably longer. But we watched that shit. And they're fucking going into his like fucking torture chamber. He had all this shit and I'm like, nobody lives a normal life when you just have like all this shit like behind a locked door in your home. I mean, I don't kink shame, but like that's hard to explain. You just have this room in your home that like nobody's ever allowed to come into. How are you gonna have guests? You know that whenever you have a guest over and they're like, "Hey, where's the bathroom at?" And you're like, "Oh, it's down the hall to the left." Well, they're gonna be like, "Oops, turned right. What's this room?" And then like the door's locked. That's suspicious as fuck.
Hmm.
That's how you get accused of having like dead bodies in your home.
I've never
And
seen
then
50
and then they
Shades of
start
Grey.
accusing you of those dead bodies and then you're like, "No, no, 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 it's not that bad. It's just a bunch of shit where we tie people up, we beat the fuck out of them and then we all orgasm together." Like,
Is that what
what?
that movie's about?
Damn near. I mean, well, maybe not. Okay. Not the greatest description, but it's all about like fucking BDSM, sex, and like a rich doctor, and this like, it's like the whole sub and dom type shit, like the
Hmm.
submissive and like the dominator. I don't know what the full word is.
Seems like
I don't know.
borderline Me Too type shit.
No, it's all consensual,
Okay, good. I think.
but well, I mean, yeah, it's got to be good. If it's all consensual, it's fair game.
True,
If both
true.
parties agree, we're
Yes.
totally cool.
Yes.
Um, Yeah, I'm not even gonna fucking get into any other sort of weird shit that just came to my head. But no, yeah, I am. Like this shit, I was reading this shit, oh, it was something on Reddit. I it might have been like one of the Am I the Assholes or something. Have you ever seen those before?
Hmm.
It was fucking something about like, am I the asshole my because my boyfriend broke up with me, or I broke up with my boyfriend because I have a fetish for consensual, non-consensual sex, but my boyfriend wouldn't get into it or something like that. So basically, she had like a fantasy fetish of like being sexually assaulted consensually with her partner. But like her boyfriend was like, "Yeah, no, I'm not fucking into this. Like this is weird as shit." And they like broke up because of it.
Huh.
That's weird
Interesting.
as
I
fuck. I don't kink
mean,
shame, but that one's weird as fuck.
I
There's a whole
mean,
movement against sexual assault in current culture. And like we're just trying to that is how the normalization of rape culture is a thing.
hmm. I'm trying to imagine how that would work. It's like, is it like borderline role play? Like
Yeah, I mean I would imagine that it's
you're
all
like
sort of, you
you're
know,
both in the mood and like you both agree to do it and then like she's
but
pretending she's not into it the
like
whole time
she's like
like
fighting you on it. I don't dude, I don't know.
or is she just like,
I'm not
hey,
into that.
if you
I'm
ever
not into that. I don't know.
or is like just at the start of the relationship she's just like, if I say no, I'm saying yes, and then if that's what she means, then like that's just fucking all kinds of mixed signals and can fucking ruin all sorts of things.
I couldn't even begin to tell you. I have no idea. It was something that I saw on Reddit.
Well,
That's it.
there's your problem. You're looking on Reddit.
Well, there's a lot of things on Reddit, and there's a lot of problems on Reddit.
Reddit
And
is just a meme sphere.
oh, it's fucking insanity. The fact that like people spend so much time on Reddit, just like that's like their fucking form of social media that they consume is insanity. That's like that's like the fucking psychopathic Tumblr. Like Tumblr's just like your fucking bipolar depression, and like Reddit is just like your fucking psychotic, manic, fucking bipolar, schizophrenic disorder.
I feel
I
like
don't even.
Reddit
That's not even a
is
thing.
the
But
gray area between regular internet and the dark web.
it's like that place where like there's so much to it. There's so many subreddits that shit just gets like lost and never found again.
Hmm.
But it's like there if you want to search for it, kind of thing. Yeah, for sure. You can get into some fucking rabbit holes on Reddit if you want
Oh
to.
yeah.
I mean, it can go 0 to 100 real fast if you just click on the wrong fucking thing,
What's
and then you're
there was a challenge that YouTubers were doing. It was the Reddit 50/50 challenge. Have you heard of
what's
that?
that? No, what's that?
So it's a subreddit, and people can post like a 50/50 thing where it's like there's a 50% chance that it's something like really wholesome, like a
Oh
bunch of
God.
puppies hanging out,
Mm-hmm.
or it can be something really drastic like puppies drowning or something like that.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
There are some pretty tame ones, and then there are some very graphic ones.
Oof.
I think there was one, it was 50/50 chance that it was like chicks, like girls having a good time, and the
Mm-hmm.
other 50% chance was like chicks, like baby chicks in a blender or something like that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, there's some fucking wild shit
Oh
on that one.
man. I mean, that's crazy, but that's like also how McDonald's makes its chicken nuggets. So I mean, fuck. Oh my god. Yeah. No, I haven't even been like so going back to work's been weird for me. And let me tell you why. I feel so out of the loop with everything.
Hmm.
Everything. Like, for anyone that cares, I guess sports are back. Yay. I'm a big baseball fan, but I haven't watched a single baseball game this year. I mean, they just started like last weekend, but haven't watched any games. Um, fucking. coronavirus is still like going on, I guess. And but here's my dilemma with the old COVID at this point. So in the United States now, more and more states are starting to officially enforce mask mandates, like on the state level in public, where you can't keep social distancing, yada yada.
Hmm.
I feel like we're past that point. I feel like it's too late for that. It's either like everything is either just gonna take its effect and we're just gonna fucking run with it, and like whoever gets sick, or like we're just done with it. Like nothing really happens. And it's still just every day like, oh, more people are getting sick, more cases, but like we're not really having all that many, quote unquote deaths from COVID-19.
Yeah, it's what I don't know what the exact numbers are, but it's
No, no, no,
not
no.
a huge amount.
Uh, the last number. So last week, these numbers are probably a little inaccurate now, but I guarantee you that they're not far off. I walked into a place of business and they had CNN up on the TV screen. Worst fucking news source in the world. Don't give a shit who you are. They're the worst. Don't care what your views are, what your political views are, what your personal views are. CNN sucks. They're terrible. They don't even know what side they are on. And like they just want to act like they're this unbiased fucking news source, but they're all fucking idiots. And I'm pretty sure that Devin and I could do a better job at journalism than all of these motherfuckers that have journalism degrees from the University of Massachusetts. But I digress. And they pop numbers up on the screen talking about coronavirus worldwide, globally, and in the United States. Um, in the United States, they had reported on, I want to say, 800,000 confirmed cases in the United States, which, yeah, seems like a lot until you realize that we have like 350 million people in
See,
our
I
country.
have a bunch of stats up that I just pulled up, and that number is wildly off.
What are you seeing?
I'm looking at a thing that shows the United States and worldwide cases. Worldwide confirmed cases, 17.1 million.
Okay,
United States, 4.56 million.
okay,
Out of that, so that's not active, that's all time, I think, because it also says
okay,
recovered 2.22 million and total deaths at 154,000 in the United States.
okay. How many dead?
154K.
154,000.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then 2.2 million
That's
recovered.
worldwide. That's worldwide.
That's United States. Worldwide, 669,000 deaths.
So 669,000 deaths.
Yes.
There are 7.8 billion people in the world.
Yes.
Billion with a B, as in boobies. Fucking almost 8 billion people in the world. And we're worried about something that's killed less than 700,000 fucking people? Hitler did more damage. Like,
The Spanish flu, just because
what the
for
fuck?
comparison, the Spanish flu killed 50 million people.
Dude, hey,
That's a lot more
survival
than
of the
our
fittest, man.
current thing.
Dude, we're
So
not supposed to be here. This is like the earth fixing itself.
yeah,
We're
we're
just
the virus.
parasites. We are parasites to this land. All of us. Doesn't matter who the fuck's in fucking charge of it. All authority is just made up anyways. It just started by some fucking old dude or ancient dude now, and was like, "This is my land. I make rules. Yeah, you are my tribe. You are my kingdom. I am king." And for some reason, they all spoke in fucking 6-word sentences.
Hmm. Basically, some dude picked up a stick and was like, "You all listen to me now," and then it was just all downhill from there.
Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, so even so, worldwide infection rate was, you said, a little less than 15 million, right?
17 million.
Okay, so
And then
just for the ease of numbers,
out of that, 10 million have recovered, so give or take 7 million active cases at this time.
oh fuck off! Are you kidding me? Worldwide?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll keep that 17 million number active here.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a little math real quick. Give me just a second.
Oh no. I'll play with some numbers just out of curiosity, just to see what because I wanna see what the percentage of the worldwide population has actually died from this. So okay,
Okay. So
quality podcast content here, ladies and gentlemen.
there is there is so your infection rate for a global population. We've we have I think there's roughly 7.8 billion people on this globe, on this earth, throughout all land, sea to sea, 7.8 billion people.
Hmm.
There is 17 million people estimated to be infected with COVID-19. That is an infection rate of 0.00217 chance of becoming infected. If you told me, if you told me, if I worked, if I was fucking out working all day, just fucking, busting ass, working up a sweat, and I was super hungry, and you fucking put a sandwich in front of me and said, "Hey, there's a 99.99892 1% chance that you'll be okay if you eat that, but like there's a 0.002179 chance that like you might not be okay, or like, you get COVID and die." Guess what? I'm gonna eat the fucking sandwich. I
Honestly,
think
I
the
feel
problem
like
is that we
having
have
sandwich.
created such a culture that is just like afraid. And I don't want to belittle anyone. I know that there are people that are, oh, well, my grandma's died or my this person's died. Yes, I understand that. But I'm also the type of person that just believes that like we're on this earth for one ultimate goal, and that's to fuck each other and die. We produce or we reproduce and then we die. We don't like that's ultimately the nutshell of our lives as humans. We're just fucking mammals that learned how to fucking use our thumbs. That's all we are. Like there's nothing to it. The fucking authoritarian man created a currency system and we all have bills and we have to pay taxes and shit. But guess what? We're all still just gonna fucking die one day. Like, stop fucking closing down businesses. Stop fucking ruining people's lives and their businesses for the taxes that the man has forced us to pay in the first place for this shit that is affecting a minuscule amount of the world population.
Right.
That's my take.
Hot
Fuck your
take.
masks. Fuck your masks because they're still. Oh, the only fucking scientific proof of it is like, oh well, if one person's wearing a mask and the other one isn't, then the other person they're fucking breathing on them, and then they can fucking, and you see all those dumbass like animated illustrations of like someone just fucking spewing out all these goddamn droplets onto someone because they're not wearing a goddamn mask, and it's like, a, if I'm not infected in the first place, why the fuck do I need to wear a mask? Just hear me out. B, if the people I'm around anyways all fucking day, like we're not gonna have masks on all day. But the fucking most infuriating part of all of this is the fact that throughout the United States, for some reason, somehow, it's like as soon as you sit down at a restaurant and you're in your little booth, you are just immune to everything around you. Your mask can be tossed off into the wind. You don't need it. You can just sit down with your party of people. Oh, I don't have to wear my mask anymore. We're finally seated. At the front door, when I walked in, I was required to wear a mask. But I walked 30 feet over to this table and I sat down. I don't have to wear a mask anymore. It makes no fucking sense. I went up to one of my local bars today to get lunch. As soon as I sit down at the bar, took my mask off. I'm sitting next to fucking two dudes. We don't have masks on. I'm getting served by a dude that has a mask on. But me and the guy sitting at the bar, we're not wearing fucking masks. It's like we make 6 fucking rules and then we have 6 contradictions as to why the mask rules don't even fucking matter. The amount of times that I've walked into a grocery store in the last month, the people are fucking forced to wear masks inside, so they walk through the front fucking door. As soon as they get past the fucking greeter who's making sure that people have masks on, what do? They pull their fucking masks down. Call it a spike all you want, but the numbers are not fucking generating anything of severity in my mind. If this shit was killing thousands upon thousands of people every single day, but no, what are our death rates? Like 40 people a day? 10 people a day?
I think I ran a quick math thing, assuming that I have the math right. Uh, it would be total deaths divided by total population, right? To get the percent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So doing that, 700,000 deaths divided by the total world population, we get 0.000, another 0, 8%. So
So eight
one, two, three, four,
ten
five.
thousandths
Yeah,
of
one,
a percent.
one, 10, 100,000, 10,000. 8/100,000ths, if that's how you
Yeah.
do it right. I don't know. I
Yeah, I
haven't
believe
mathed
so.
in a very long time.
Starts with tenths. The first one's tenths, 100,000, 10,000, 100,000th.
Yeah. So
So eight
that
hundred
is
thousandths of a
an
percent
infinitesimal amount percent chance that you will die from this.
of death. Of death.
You're more likely
Are the
to, because you made the sandwich analogy earlier. You're more likely to
mm-hmm.
get food poisoning from that sandwich than you are to die from this fucking virus.
Thank you. I'm fucking sick of it, dude. And I'm tired of everybody being like, oh, well, the problem is that America didn't fucking get on the gravy train fast enough, like fucking New Zealand and Italy, where they fucking eradicated all of it. It's like, suck my dick, dude. It's the same reason that fucking Italy has a terrible fucking economy. And New Zealand, they're too busy fucking fighting kangaroos that they don't even know what an economy is. Like,
I think you're
we got
thinking of
shit to
Australia.
do. We have fucking jobs, man. Like, we can't sit on our asses at home and fucking quake in fear because of something that, like,
Hmm.
somebody who knows 6 other people that knows another dude that knows somebody else that got it in fucking New York City or some bullshit. Like, it's not affecting my fucking life. Yet, here I am having to fucking abide by all these goddamn rules, which I don't mind doing. I wear my mask. Okay? Only because I'm forced to by the company that I'm currently employed through, but I wear it. I don't bitch about it. Other than on this podcast, I'm bitching about it. This is my safe space. Fuck off. Um, but it's like, what are we really doing? Because here's my thing. So we've been told that the masks work. Great. We've been told that the social distancing works. Great. So why is it that if we all wear masks, why can't we have, mass convocation, sporting events, concerts, rallies, fucking, any other mass gathering. Why can't people go to fucking church? Like, Not that I'm an advocate of church, but some people are. Not
Hmm.
for me. Anyways, the so if the masks work, that's great. Let people live their lives like normal. Why are we continuing to cancel fucking, you know, cultural events like concerts and sporting events and church and fucking all this other bullshit? Because the masks work, right? That's what everybody keeps saying. Like, oh, wear your mask. It's the only way to fucking stop the spread. Yet, even with the masks, we're not allowed to fucking gather in giant groups. And so, okay, the masks don't work. So that's where the social distancing comes in. So if the social distancing works, why the fuck do we have to wear the masks? It's like, can I just get like there's no every rule that comes into play has something else that's just like that doesn't make sense. And my biggest fucking gripe about it all is that as soon as you walk in and you get seated at a goddamn restaurant, your mask is fucking just oh, we're safe now. We're in a little bubble. No germs can fucking touch us. We're just surrounded by fucking 50 other people that we don't know, we've never had a single conversation with, but they're coughing and sneezing and fucking clearing their goddamn throats every 5 minutes. And yeah, no, those fucking droplets and all the fucking germs aren't getting into the air or getting into this and getting into that. It's like, suck my ass, dude. You know how many fucking food employees I've seen in the last 3 months who aren't even wearing their goddamn masks correctly? And if that was a problem, why aren't our numbers worse? I'm sick of it, man. Like, can somebody just fucking make up their mind? And then what's gonna happen in the United States? You know what's gonna happen? What, we find a fucking vaccine? Fucking 30% of the goddamn population is gonna refuse to fucking take it.
Oh yeah, anti-vaxxers for the win.
And you can't force people to take a vaccine. You can't. Kind of like how you can't really force people to wear a fucking mask. And I'm not saying like, oh, forcing me to wear a mask is against my constitutional rights. No, it's fucking not. Okay? It's just like they don't know what to do. Nobody knows what the fuck to do. So they're like throwing all this bullshit at everybody and they're like, hey, wear a mask. Maybe it'll fucking help. We don't know. So it's like, okay, I'll wear a mask. Cool. But then when it comes into like getting drugs involved and vaccines and all this other bullshit, you can't force people to do that shit. So a vaccine doesn't really solve anything, which is why I think what we should do, drop the masks, go full capacity at restaurants. Let's fucking get sporting events cooking. Let's get fucking concerts cooking. There's still like 2 months of good summertime left in the United States. Let's fucking go. Let's rip it up. We're gonna fucking max capacity everything. And let's fucking bleed this some bitch out. People who get it, sucks to suck. You either live or you don't. People that don't get it, cool. You're gravy. You probably have antibodies stored up already. All right, we're good to go. And let's just fucking eradicate this shit. Like, we gotta fucking just push it out. It's either we live or we don't. Like, the longer we wear masks, the fucking weaker our immune systems get.
Hmm.
Flu
And like
season's gonna be a bitch this season. Like, it's gonna be a fucking mess.
that's the thing too is like we've seemed to have forgotten how you build an immune system. Like fucking
Yeah.
when's the last time
There's
you
a
had
reason
chicken
kids eat
pox?
dirt.
When's the last time you had
Yeah.
chicken pox? Fucking never. You know why? Because you built up an immune system against it.
'Cause I got a vaccine when I was a kid, but yeah.
Or you got a vaccine, which helps build your immune system. Whatever.
I never got
Fucking
chicken pox
beyond
when
the
I was a
point.
kid.
I think I had it once, but I've never had it
I
since then.
I'm
I've also
very
haven't had
worried.
any fucking shot for like five,
Oh
six
no,
years,
dude.
and like
I'm not
I
necessarily an
never get sick.
anti-vaxxer, but like I don't get shots. Like since I've been like a grown adult, I'm pretty sure like I should have gotten like a tetanus shot like 5 years ago. No, that's alright. We'll worry about that train when
Uh,
I like fucking step on a rusty nail. Like
I
we
was
might
probably
have to
gonna go on a
chop my foot
tangent,
off,
and
but
now I've lost my train of thought.
immune
Um,
system, masks,
yeah.
viruses, fucking building
Um,
up tolerances, all that bullshit.
the other thing, and like I don't know if this has been consistent, but like in the early stage of this, they were saying, oh, the highest infection rate is like in people who are like 60 plus, people who are retired and
Right.
old or have
Yeah. Older
underlying immune
population,
systems.
yeah.
And like I get the desire to, preserve life. We're all about, surviving as long as we
Dude,
can in order to
fuck off,
reproduce.
man.
But
I don't want to live past 65 though, so I'm a terrible fucking sample size for this. Dude, life is difficult. Anybody that wants to live to be 100 is a fucking psychopath. Okay? What? Like I am currently 24 years old. I couldn't even fathom living on this earth for another fucking 76 years. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that sounds horrible. Ugh. That's disgusting. Sometimes I think about how I'm gonna be like 40 in fucking 16 years, and I'm like, oh my god, just fucking take me now, non-existent god.
Oh man. Anyway, but yeah, it this I probably sound horrifically heartless, but listen,
No, fuck that shit. Fuck those old people.
Grandma, as much as she makes wonderful cookies, bless her soul, she's gonna
My
kick the
grandma's
bucket
got
in like
Alzheimer's,
five
so
years or less anyway. So,
yeah,
who
that'd be base case scenario for my grandma. She don't even
why
know what her name is, so
uh, sh- why
she's got Alzheimer's, bro. Like it's she been off this earth for a while, anyways. Like I mean,
but
that's the circle of life, dog. Like I'm not feeling bad about that. It's just, you want to know why all these fucking mental diseases have fucking just imprisoned the human race in the last like 3 decades? Because we live too fucking long. We're not supposed to live this long. We're not supposed to reach the age of 75 or 80. We're living too long. And so our brains are literally just like, yo, dog, we was supposed to check out like 15 years ago. So like we gonna check out now mentally. Like you gonna still be here. You gonna have a really hard time. But like, nah. Me and the cerebellum, we gone. See ya. It's
peace.
like that's that sounds fucked up, but like we are living too long. And all these fucking people that talk about like, "Oh, I want to retire at 65 and 67 and fucking live for 30 more years in retirement." That sounds awful. That sounds awful. I understand that in today's age, erectile dysfunction is a very common issue among men. However, I'm pretty sure if I couldn't get my dick hard on my own without prescription help, I don't think I want to be here. Like, and honestly, that's like 39, 42. Like for some men, I hope I'm still kicking down there, when I'm like hitting 40. If I'm kicking at all, well, I don't know. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens. But I don't know. I guess I'm just not afraid of death. It kind of just seems
Mhm.
death seems easy because life is fucking hard, dude. Like that sounds so bad, but it's just I mean, you know what they say, life's only as long as you want it to be.
Good God, you're gonna fucking. If we were monetized, we've just been demonetized
Viewers to get monetization.
now.
Oh fuck, dude.
I mean, I get your point though. Looks like it's fucking to get back to what I was saying. Like it's fucking old people. It sounds heartless. I know, and I know you love your Mima. But listen,
Oh, I love her.
she's
I love her.
she's
I'd
gonna
take
be
a bullet
gone
for
if
her,
not gone
but
already.
Jesus, man,
Why are
it's just
we
like
why are we risking shutting down our entire economy and possibly going into a
how
recession for who
how
knows
long
how
how
long,
long were you out of work? How long
sparking
were you out of work?
another Great Depression? 2.5 months.
2.5 months.
It's like why
I
why
lost
are
my
we risking
job
a
because of it.
massive recession that could cost even more lives?
Recession, dude. We could be talking about like depression numbers in the United States.
Yeah.
I just heard yesterday that these dumbasses in Congress are talking about fucking rolling out a new goddamn stimulus bill, sending fucking stimulus checks to all fucking Americans again. So like another $3 trillion
Just put
worth of
them back to
fucking
work.
welfare.
Just put them back to work.
Unreal,
Put people back to work.
dude. And the problem is, all these motherfuckers that are back to work are still gonna get checks. So like I'm gonna get a check, if it happens. But it's not that I'm not gonna use that check to pay my bills. I'm paying my bills with my job. So then I'm just gonna go fucking blow this some bitch on some bullshit. It's like it's fucking dumb, dude. At that point, why doesn't fucking America just become some fucking socialistic communist bullshit and start sending out checks every goddamn month? Because when does it end? I guess is my question. Is this would be round two of the stimulus checks. Last
Hmm.
one came, I think, in May of three. There was a $3 trillion bill. It bailed out. It gave like $1,000 to all Americans that had filed a fucking uh tax return in the fiscal year of 2019. That's exactly how the second bill will be as well. But in the first one, I know it like bailed out a lot of businesses. I mean, some fucking like giant corporations were getting like these fucking 50 million, $500 million fucking bailouts
That's ridiculous
for all
too.
this shit.
Like
And it's like,
these
why?
companies
These
make
are corporations that
billions.
are supposed to be able to fucking be recession proof. Why is the government bailing out any sort of private business in the first place? Why? Everybody's always bitching about like, oh, we need to separate church and state. No, bitch, what we need to do is separate fucking Coca-Cola and Johnson and state, okay? These are businesses that have been around since the 1800s. Ain't no reason they should be getting fucking federal relief for anything. They should have fucking money. Like, fucking dumb, dude. Everything is so dumb. I hate I hate the world that we're living in right now, and it's because of this fucking virus that has killed less than a fucking percent of a percent of a percent of a per fucking cent. Like it's fucking retarded. Sorry, hard R. I'm sorry. I'm sick of it. I hate that word, but it's dumb. It's
Mm.
so dumb. Like I lost my job because of it. I had to find a new job. And thankfully, I was able to secure a new job very quickly.
But how many
But
thousands of people can't?
exactly.
That's the thing.
Fucking just in like fucking December of 2019, you've got President Trump boasting all over his Twitter about like, "Oh, lowest unemployment rates, since fucking yada yada whenever, like 3.7, 3.9% unemployment rate in the United States. It's great, which that is great. That's fantastic. You've got, those are A+ numbers on people just fucking paying taxes and working. That's great. But now we're just shutting everything down. People are still not working. People are working reduced hours. People are struggling to pay their bills. We're having to fucking fabricate fucking these stimulus bills that are going to be putting this country that's already like $24 trillion in debt into more fucking debt.
Hmm.
And I don't know who the fuck we're paying, the aliens at this point. What is money? What is currency? Fuck the world. Okay? Like, who the fuck we owe?
China.
So dumb, dude. China?
I think China owns
China.
the most of the U.S. debt.
Yeah, I believe it. For sure.
I don't know. U.S. debt
For
confuses me. Actually, no. I
sure.
think most of it the U.S. owes to itself, which is some fucking backwards thing. China owns the next most, and then a few other countries.
Yeah.
Don't ask how a country owes itself money. I can't be fucked to try and explain it. I don't know it myself. Just know it
How the
exists.
fuck does China have so much money? I think is the real question.
The thing is,
Where did no no
we
no 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 no
as
no no no
first world
no.
countries made China the powerhouse of everyone's economy.
But this is what I don't understand. Okay, so we're gonna we're gonna warp real quick into this fucking disaster of a lie that the world has created, and that is currency. Currency is the biggest joke in the world. And let me tell you why. So with currency, you got in the early days of currency, we'll go back to, the 1800s in the United States. When you would get like a paper bill, it would say, $20 silver, yada yada yada. So the paper money was a substitute for silver or gold. Now in the United States, you look at a paper dollar or something, and it's like $1 in excess of the Federal Reserve, yada yada. Basically, these numbers don't mean shit. Um, Yet the government has deemed them fit, but there's nothing actually backing up this dollar. Okay, so then we go back to 1800, where you look at a dollar, a $20 bill or something. It's like, oh, this money is actually symbolizing $20 in silver, $20 in gold, or whatever. So then, not only have we made, oh, well, this dollar is a dollar in silver, but now we've monetized silver, which is just a metal inside of our earth. And we have given it a monetization value in some fucking hysteric way. And so we have created value, intrinsic value, be that for these metals, whether that be silver, gold, diamond, which is not a metal, but a gem, uh, you know, titanium, platinum, all these things have, some sort of fucking intrinsic value to them. We have created these numbers that we have been, saying like, oh, gold is this much per pound, silver is this much per pound. A diamond in, a 1 carat pure diamond is this much. It's all bullshit. We all these numbers just started out of nowhere. It's just a fucking it's like we just fucking reached our hand into a hat for a starting point, and then we threw that shit up onto a board, and we were like, okay, how much do we have? Oh, we don't have that much. Price goes up. Oh, we have more now. Okay, price goes down. Oh, we got a little bit now again. Like we're almost running out of gold. Price shoots up. It's fucking bullshit. The whole thing is bullshit. And it's the same fucking concept that all these goddamn people that have made millions and thousands of dollars off of fucking Bitcoin in the last 5 years are failing to understand. All currency is bullshit. All of it. And I will fucking stand by that until I die. All currency is bullshit because there's no real value to anything. The value to anything is how much value you personally put yourself into that thing.
Hmm.
Like on a real level. Yes, I understand that things have value. You buy a new TV, it's a couple $100. You buy a new cell phone, it's a few $100. But what is the $100? There's nothing to it. It's just a fucking piece of paper and cotton mixed together, printed onto this shit that you put into your goddamn wallet, and you slap it down into a counter, and you tell somebody that that is in fucking regulation to buy whatever product that you are trying to buy with it. It's all bullshit. And I hate the motherfuckers that fucking buy Bitcoin and they're like, oh, well, Bitcoin is the way of the future. It's going to make sure that the Federal Reserve and all these fucking currency problems that we already have makes it that we can't fucking get it. Well, guess what? Bitcoin is traded in fucking dollar amounts. So you're just buying a blockchain currency with fucking Federal Reserve currency. How is there any value in that? These are just numbers on a board. And I really wish that we had webcams right now. I wish that I had a webcam because I am fucking flailing my arms. I look like fucking Charlie Day from fucking Always Sunny in Philadelphia when he's like going through the goddamn crime board with all the fucking pieces of yarn connecting all the goddamn dots. It's bullshit. But people keep buying into this fucking thing. And it goes back to our fucking national debt in the United States. Who the fuck do we owe money to? And why? Why do we owe money to these people? Everybody's all the fucking Congress is always like, "Oh, well, we need to balance out the budget for the year." If we don't, we're going to go on shutdown for 2 months. Oh, sorry, Americans.
Economy is dumb.
And so we balance out this budget. We balance it out every year. And if we don't, they go into a fucking stalemate for 2 weeks. And then they're like, oh, don't worry, we balanced it out. We all took fucking vacations down to Miami and Cabo, but don't worry, the fucking balance is here. The budget's good. Don't worry, we're going to continue to go into debt every fucking second of every single fucking day of every week of every month throughout the entire year. We'll go into debt. Those numbers will continue to rise. Our debt will never, never go down. It's impossible because we're still paying all this money to everybody because we just keep printing the fucking shit. We keep throwing it into rotation inside of the United States. The Federal Reserve loves printing $100 bills. And we're just printing it, and that fucking dollar is tanking. But what does it even mean? It means I, as a normal consumer, will eventually have to pay $5 for a gallon of milk. I will eventually have to pay $10 for a gallon of gas. And I will eventually blow my fucking brains out.
Jesus Christ. I went from 0 to 60.
I'm so fucking tired of these politicians, man. Also, I think if anybody listened to this goddamn podcast, I'd get put on several lists. Okay. And I don't even care. I'm tired of it.
I think we should
Like,
just
what
go
do we
back
owe
to
money
trading
to?
things for things. Fuck,
What's that?
you have shoes. Guess what? I can cook for you. Let's do a trade. Here's a bowl of spaghetti for those nice shoes.
That's what
Fantastic.
I'm
We
saying.
both live happier than
Yeah.
we were before.
No currency.
Who the fuck
No
cares?
currency world.
That'd
A
be
world of
great.
no currency. I
That'd be
love it.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I have
Like,
so
oh,
much shit in
sorry,
my house that I
I
don't
don't have the
need
money
that
to
I
pay
could
for my
trade.
internet this month. Hey, let me come work a day for you. That'll fucking, that'll get my internet bill paid for.
Great.
I would do that shit. The idea of currency is fucking dumb, dude. I it's like it's just nauseating that like that's even just like this fucking thing of just it's just normal. And what's worse is that we have all these fucking hipster investors that think that Bitcoin and Litecoin and Dogecoin. Oh my fucking god, did you hear about the Dogecoin bullshit 2 weeks ago?
That's a thing.
Dogecoin, yeah. You didn't know that?
I've never heard of it.
Oh, Dogecoin's been a thing for years. But it's always been one of those things that's been like a percent of a percent of a penny. It's like 0.0002,
Mm.
cents per coin.
About as many cents you get as you would
Well,
deaths from COVID.
so the TikTok community, all these fucking TikTok kids,
Of course, it's
like
TikTok.
started this revolution of the Dogecoin. Shot this shit up like 50% in one day. Which unless you had like millions of Dogecoin, like you weren't really like making any money. You were like, getting well, let me rephrase that. You were getting a 50% return on your money. But unless you like most people would be like, oh, well, I've got, 5,000 Dogecoins. Well, that's like $5. So like, this shit shoots up like 50% in one day from all these like fucking TikTokers who are just like, oh, fucking Dogecoin is the way of the future. Fucking and buy it, invest in it. It's so cool. And so it fucking rockets up because of all this social media influence. Very next day, fucking goes right back on down where it was. It was just a fucking pump and dump scheme in the fucking way of the internet by a fucking dumb ass blockchain currency that people continue to throw their money at.
It's all made
It's
up
like
to begin with.
I just saw yesterday, Bitcoin was up at like $11,000. It was up like 2 grand in the last week. But why? Because the US dollar is gonna be tanking soon because we're gonna submit another fucking stimulus bill to pay out every American that submitted a tax return or tax filing in the fiscal year of 2019. Okay, so that's great, but all your bitcoins are worth are fucking dollars. No real retailer is accepting bitcoins. Like, and then because the price of a one single bitcoin is so high, you're literally, even if you were to buy something in bitcoin, you're buying it in a fraction of a bitcoin. So we're not even dealing with like full numbers, whole numbers here. We're dealing with fractions upon fractions of bullshit. And then there's just all this fucking like diversion and fucking division and bullshit. And like, dude, blockchains are stupid. You're like basically fucking just throwing your regulated currency, which is also bullshit, into something to hope that the regulated currency, price of it shoots up so that you can then sell it again for more regulated currency, in which you are ultimately hoping fails so that the price shoots up. It's all fucking, it's dumb. It's dumb as shit. And I'm fucking done talking about it. I hate it. I fucking hate cryptocurrencies.
I can
They're
tell.
stupid. All these fuckers that fucking made millions of dollars off that shit in the last like 2 years.
Oh, you've disappeared again.
Pro investors. Like they like Bitcoin's the way of the world. No, it's not, dude. It's just like it finally caught up. People were finally all dumb enough. And you know how many bag holders there are at Bitcoin that bought that shit at like $19,500? Millions of people. Because they saw that shit hit 19,000, and as soon as it hit fucking 19.5, dead, plummets back down to fucking $9,000, which is still ridiculously high. Stupid. It was so stupid. Next topic. I'm fucking done, man. I'm done with this. I'm not done with the country. I would rather live in the United States than any other country. I'm done with the people running this fucking country. I don't give a shit if you're red, blue, yellow, purple. I don't give a fuck what your party color is. Fuck you. You're all fucking stupid. Elect me for president in 11 years when I'm eligible.
All right. Sounds good. You have my vote.
You're not a United States citizen.
Well,
Then again, the Democrats did a lot of that in 2016, so you could probably get away with it. And according to all Democrats, the Russians voted for Trump, so I don't really know what's happening anymore.
dude, I have no idea. It's I just
We're still talking about Russians, man.
I
It's
just want
fucking.
to go to
We're at
work
the end of
and
his
play
first
video
term almost,
games.
and we're still talking about Russians. I don't understand it.
Shit
Oh my
makes no
god,
sense to
dude.
me. It's at the yeah at the start of 2016 or at the end of 2016, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna follow all this shit, be up to date with everything in America. And now I'm just like, man, I just want to play Minecraft. I don't fucking care anymore. It's too confusing. It's too scary. Too many
Dude,
people are yelling at
what
too many other people. I don't
what
fucking
a
care.
shitstorm of a year. I mean, unbelievable. Like from start to finish, honestly. From start to finish.
We're not even
This year
finished.
has fucking sucked. I know we're not
It's
finished, but I'm
only
saying
August.
it's not even August.
It's almost August.
We're dating the episode. It's fucking July 30th.
Oh no.
Oh no, we just dated the episode. No, I know. It's August almost. By the time the four people that listen to us hear it, it's
God,
August.
this year has simultaneously gone by so fucking fast, at the same
Hey,
time
you know
so
what? We're more
goddamn
than
slow.
halfway through though. We're more than
Yeah, there's only like 5 more months of this bullshit.
this year to end. Why? So the shit can continue on into 2020
2021.
or 2021. I mean, 2021. Like
Just
it's not just gonna
fucking
like magically stop. It's like the ball drops in New York City on fucking December 31st at midnight. We're like, whoa, happy New Year! And then like the world's just fucking like grand again. That's not gonna happen.
Everyone gets to throw off their masks, throw it in the air like a
Yeah,
crab cap.
exactly. It's like, oh, 2020's over. No more masks. Coronavirus disappeared. Everybody that died is back. Everybody that got sick is healthy. Like,
The economy's booming.
yeah, exactly. It's
Unemployment's
like
down to
fucking
2.
roaring 20s before the depression, except we're gonna skip out on the depression part. Except
Hmm.
inside of me, that's constant. what, what a fucking shit show, dude. I am I am just baffled by the world right now. I Oh my god, dude.
The
I
one
don't
thing I
know.
do hope comes out of this though is that like we fucking be a little more cleaner as a society. Like
Yeah, no.
I don't
That
give a
sounds
fuck about
beautiful.
COVID, but I wish that, fucking restaurants, transportation
Yes,
companies maintain their cleaning practices. Like,
dude.
why weren't we doing this
I
before?
have been saying this since the start of it. Like 2 months ago, I went to a gas station and they had a hand sanitizer pump next to the gas station. I'm like, why was this not a thing years ago?
Yeah.
Like, this is common decency. I've kept this is like I'm living in my favorite world right now. I love hand sanitizer and washing my hands and being clean and like knowing that everybody else is like constantly doing this shit as they're supposed to,
It's
quote
great.
unquote. It's great because that's just what the fuck you should do. Like if you pump gas, guess what? That fucking gas pump is disgusting. Maybe throw some goddamn hand sanitizer next to the pump so all of your customers aren't just bathing in somebody's fucking jizz hand where they just jerked off fucking 30 minutes ago before they got gas.
And with the social distancing too, and like fucking lineups and stuff, it's like we could keep that too. You don't need to be
Yeah.
fucking in my
No, you don't
asshole
need to be on
standing
me.
in line.
Mm-mm.
Fucking give me
Oh,
some
dude,
space.
I
Relax.
have, I have, I've yelled at people prior to COVID because I'd be like checking out and like swiping my card and stuff at the debit machine and like typing in my code and shit. And they're just like on my fucking ass, like breathing over my shoulder. I've turned around and I've yelled at people before. Just like back the fuck up. Like give me 2 minutes to fucking get my goddamn transaction underway. Like your groceries ain't getting scanned until I'm walking away
Hmm.
anyways, buddy. You're not all you're doing is making me want to move slower. Like I'm that guy, like if you try and rush me, like if I'm in a parking spot and somebody's like waiting, I'm just like, nah, G, like eat my ass. I'm gonna find my tune. And then if they honk at me, like we're sitting there until one of us dies. Like you're either driving away or one of us is dying in this car. I mean, that's how long I'll sit there. I am that petty. I am the pettiest motherfucker because I hate people. Me and the wife were going on a date last week. We went on a nice date night. Super fun. We had a good time. Went to a drive-in movie theater, watched E.T. It's a lot of fun. Well, we were driving out to this pizza place. We had to drive about an hour away from our home uh, for the drive-in movie theater. But there's a pizza place rather close, and so we were driving out to pizza place, and we were on like these back roads in the fucking middle of the state. And this fucking bitch. So there's a car in front of me at a stop sign. I'm the second car in line, and this third car cunt in this Mercedes Benz is behind me. The car that's at the stop sign is clearly waiting for traffic to like pass so that he doesn't get T-boned. And this bitch just starts honking her fucking horn. And I'm like, what the like this it's a stop sign. Like what what do you expect us to do? Like there's cars coming. We're not trying to fucking get into an accident. And then so she's honking at the dude that's in front. I get up to the stop sign after the guy turns off. I get up to the stop sign. And I'm, checking both sides. And there's a car coming. So I wait like, a civilized human in society. And this
Hmm.
bitch behind me I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And so I turn onto the road. Well, she's still behind me. Speed limit was 45. Guess who was going 35? You know why? Because fuck that bitch. Okay? I don't give a fuck if I'm late to ET. Whatever the fuck you're in a hurry for, I hope it's the fact that you have to take a shit and I hope you shit your pants. Okay? Fuck you. Like, just don't honk your horn. It's called a stop sign, bitch. Like, use them. I don't know. It's dumb. Like, why is everybody always in a fucking hurry all the time?
I don't know, dude. I've been like waiting for like at a red light and like the light turns green and I take a fraction of a second to react to
Mm-hmm.
it and someone's still honking at me. It's like,
Yep.
bitch, fucking relax. The
It's
light just turned
ridiculous,
green. I'm
man.
going. Jesus
Yep.
Christ. People are fucking it's ridiculous.
So dumb, dude. I hate it. It's like if you're in such a fucking hurry, leave 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. Leave a little earlier so you're not fucking driving like a jackass. And then, of course, the wife's yelling at me the whole time, like, can you not start something? We're supposed to be having a nice night with one another. It's like, no, 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 no. Fuck this cunt, okay? Like, she wants to fucking be honking horns and shit. Like, I'll stop right here in the middle of the street. I'll get out of this goddamn car, okay? Act like I won't. We're gonna exchange some words with one another. I was pissed, dude. Shit was so annoying.
Sounds proper
Yeah.
entertaining.
Oh, just the fact that she was in a fucking Mercedes Benz too, just like fucking, just it really just reiterated the fact of like that pompous fucking like she was probably just some like fucking middle class bitch who got like the fucking standard edition Benz at a good deal and like had a fucking trade in on her goddamn RAV4 and was like, "Yeah, baby, I drive around in a Mercedes because I have that kind of money, yet I only have $500 in my checking account." Like, fuck you, Karen. Okay, you can't even afford the Benz. Like, eat my asshole. Okay, you
God,
honking out here like you're something fucking important in the world,
Karens are taking over, man. It's
dude.
ridiculous.
The memes have been crazy
The memes have been
lately.
hilarious. The fucking videos of them
I
just
feel like
freaking
there's
the
been an
fuck out.
uptick on them lately. I feel like there's been way more in recent, I don't know, recent fucking like days on that,
I
recent
don't know.
weeks.
I don't know. This must be something in the air, just
I don't
bringing
know.
out the
It's fucking
entitlement in people.
yeah. It's probably all that fucking cuntiness going on. Like bitches driving around in Mercedes honking horns at people.
Yeah.
Dude, I wanted to if it was like I never would cuz I really don't like violence. But man, I wish I could have just like Grand Theft Auto that shit. Like just fucking hopped out the car, pulled that bitch out and like hit her once and like knocked her out, like in fucking San Andreas. They're like, "Get out the car, bitch!" And you like hit them, but like you don't even take the car because you don't want the car. It's just like they honked at you at a red light, and you're like, who the fuck do you think you're talking to?
Oh my God. I don't know how many times I've done that. I thought I was like the only person
Exactly.
in GTA who ever did that. Glad to know I'm not the only one.
No, man, that's just Grand Theft Auto.
I'll go Red Dead Redemption 2 style and just tie them up on the tracks. Just leave them be.
I never played Red Dead still. Yo, we've
Really?
talked about nothing today, but
What the fuck did we talk about this episode? I think you ranted about currency. We talked about
oh my
COVID.
god, dude,
We
fuck
talked about
all of it.
furries briefly.
Anything that starts with a C, fuck it. COVID, currency, Cameron, fuck them. Okay,
Your name's Cameron. What do you mean?
yeah, I fucking I hate myself as much as I hate currency and COVID. Okay, I hope my wife doesn't listen to me. Listen to this. She's gonna make me get on some more meds or some shit.
Oh
Fucking
man.
Christ, man!
Well, we've gone half an hour over than we expected to. Should
I
we wrap
told you,
up?
man. Yeah, we can. That's probably. I don't know how much more yelling I can do. I mean, well, okay. Let me rephrase that. I could do plenty more yelling. I don't know how much you can listen to it. Is the problem?
At
And
some
ain't
point, we
nobody
just
else
start
gonna get.
going around in circles.
We do need to. designate an actual fucking recording day though, because during quarantine we were fucking popping off.
We had
We
like a
were
podcast a
consistent as
week
shit.
for a
I
while
know
there.
we were doing it. We had like 6 or 7 in a row.
It's great.
Yeah, it was fantastic. So
We bounced from like number 19 to number like 26 or something.
damn, no kidding. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we'll fucking if anybody's still listening, I nobody is, but um, we'll fucking figure out an actual fucking recording session, recording day. Do an hour a week. We each have an hour.
Hmm.
You know, like
The problem is with the way my work goes is I'm on what's called a spare board. I don't know if I might have explained this on the podcast before, but
I
I'll
believe you
explain it
have,
again.
yeah.
It's
But yeah,
uh
go ahead.
it's basically just they call me when they need me, and it could be any time of the day or night. The upside is once I'm finished my shift, I can take up to 3 days off. I don't get paid, which sucks, but I can have 3 days off. So
Oof.
it
I don't
makes
know
it
if
a bit
that's
more
worth it.
challenging to schedule stuff like the podcast, but I can work with it.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, even if it comes down to just fucking what we did today, you shoot me a message and say, "Hey, you free?" I'm gonna find an hour. I mean, I'm pretty much get home from work by like 6, 7 at the latest, and fucking just chilling, man. Eat
Yeah,
dinner, take a shower, fucking chill on the computer for a couple hours, and then go to bed. So
at least one of
fucking
us has
just
a consistent schedule. That makes it easier.
consistent enough, consistent enough. And then my weekends are fucking. I'm free. Like I don't do shit on my weekends. Drink beer, maybe leave the house, but like for the most part, I'm just like playing games anyways. So I'm
Right
fucking.
on.
Maybe we can start fucking just recording on the Saturday or something.
That's a
Or
possibility. Saturday or
yeah,
Sunday, whatever happens to line
right,
up.
yeah, faux show. Well, I just want to say to anyone that potentially made it through the last hour and 45 minutes, thank you, because I know it was a little rough, because it was rough for me. Um, but welcome back to listening to us two idiots ramble on about God knows what for God knows how long because we have zero schedule, zero topics, and zero time frame in which we do things. So that's the whole point of the show, baby, and that's just showbiz. So I don't know.
Hey,
Fuck
it
it, dude.
works.
Take us out.
Oh my goodness. All right, that has been another episode of Going Topicless. Who knows what the fuck we talked about? I don't know. I'll listen to it in the recording and probably regret all sorts of things.
I don't
But
listen to our
if
shit.
you made
I just let you put it on the internet, and I'm like, fuck it. I'm
yeah,
never gonna run for
basically.
public office anyways, so
Hopefully, I don't get so famous that it comes to bite me back in the ass.
yeah,
Oh
that
god,
won't
I can see
happen.
myself being like 10 years, someone digging up like the earliest episode and be like, "Ah, he said the R word. Cancel him," and then
I'm
suddenly I
pretty
lose
sure I
my
made a 9/11 joke in one of our first episodes we did together.
probably, I don't know.
Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Now there's two records of that. No, actually, I don't think I
Fuck.
did. Yeah, I probably did.
I cannot remember anything that we've said in these podcasts. I don't even
Uh,
remember what I
I don't
tweeted an hour ago. How am I supposed to remember what we've podcasted over the last 2 years?
care. True,
Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you very much for listening. Do
but
all
we know you
the
didn't.
social stuff. Drop a like in the thing and subscribe and share with your
Yeah.
friends so
Our
we can feel good
socials
about
are in the
ourselves.
description.
Yes, all the
Follow us
socials in
on
the
Twitter if you
description.
want more consistent fucking nonsense, because that's way more consistent than our YouTube uploads.
Rants on Twitter, games on Twitch. I don't know what the fuck happens on YouTube. I haven't touched my YouTube channel in a bit.
I post little snippets of my gameplays on YouTube. So if you're into fucking little fucking minute highlights, I don't know, check it out. I post like one a week. So because
Honestly,
I'm
that's
not
like
good
the
at
way
games.
that's the way to do it. Millennials don't have the attention span for actual 10-minute videos these
Yeah,
days.
but yeah, it doesn't
60
matter though. You
second
can't
clips is the way
monetize
to
that
go.
shit.
All right, thanks again for listening. We'll catch you next time. Peace.
Whenever the fuck that's gonna be.
No clue.